It's 5:30. We'll call the September 22nd meeting of the Whitley County Consolidated Schools Board of Trustees to order. And the first item on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. Apparently, we have music with it this evening.
I could sing it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It was to let us know it's time for the meeting.
That's right. Next item on the agenda is public comment, and we have no public comment this evening. So the item following that is the consent agenda. Any questions or comments, any items anyone would like removed from the consent agenda? There are none. I would entertain a motion for approval.
I move we approve consent agenda.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Motion passes unanimously. Next item on the agenda is approval to advertise the 2026 budget. Mr. Fleetwood.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Smith, members of the board. So I know that you received this in your budget binder at the work session earlier this month, but so tonight I'm just asking for your approval to advertise the 26 budget, which is the notice to taxpayers Form 3, as well as the capital projects plan and bus replacement plan. This notice provides the budget estimate and the estimated tax levy and property tax funds, as well as the rainy day education and debt service funds. The notice also lists the public hearing and the budget adoption. Public hearing will be on 10/6 and the budget adoption will be on October 20th.
Any questions? Questions about what Todd presented the last time? There are none. I'd entertain a motion for approval.
I make a motion to approve the advertisement for the 2026 budget, notice to taxpayers Form 3, capital projects plan, and the bus replacement plan.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Motion passes unanimously. Next item, and I would note, there's a lot of information in the binder that Todd gave us. Appreciate his efforts in pulling that all together. It's no small job. And he gave an excellent presentation at the last meeting. I would encourage board members, if you have questions, if you're looking at something, as you look through that binder, or even things that he talked about the last time, that it's like, please reach out. You can reach out to Todd, you can reach out to me. If someone does have questions, we'll make certain the entire board sees that, because people may have the same question, but this is one of our primary duties. If you list just the top 2 or 3, this is one of them. So, next item on the agenda is approval of the revision of bylaw 0142, election and appointment. This is second reading and adoption. We discussed this and then had first read in August. So this would be the second read and adoption. Are there any questions regarding this? If there are none, I would entertain a motion for approval.
I move we accept the second reading for the election appointment 0142 bylaw.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Motion passes unanimously. Unless there is an objection, I would propose that we vote on item C, all of the board policy second reads, item C through item J. Are there any objections to that at second read and adoption of things that we've obviously seen a couple of times already?
Just vote on them at once, is what you're saying?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. If there are no objections to that, I would entertain a motion for approval of item C through J. Board policies 2410, board policy 3121, 4121, board policy 3220.01, board policy 5111, board policy 5200, board policy 5330, board policy 8355, and board policy 8400.
So moved.
I wasn't gonna ask you to repeat that. A motion in a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please.
Dave,
Oh,
just for
yeah.
clarification, this is for the second reading and first reading on
No,
some
no,
days?
only the second reads. Well, this is only item through item J.
So we're not voting for adoption,
Not at this point, we would
the
be
second reading.
second
No, it
read
is
and approval and
Mhm.
approval of those of board policies as listed item C through J.
I wasn't able to follow you through all the first readings and the other ones.
The first readings we're not doing yet. This would only be the second reads.
Okay,
So
so which one do we go down to?
J, approval of
Jay?
safety, school safety is the last one. That's
Okay.
the second read.
Okay.
There are no other questions. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Passes unanimously. Next item is the first read on revision of board bylaw 014410 operations. This is board compensation. We discussed this. The state now allows boards to receive annual compensation at 10% of the beginning teacher salary, which is 45,000 for us.
4,500.
No. The salary is 45,000.
And make sure that.
So it would be 4,500. Right now it's 2,000, and the recommendation would be to increase that by $200 from 2,000 to 2,200. We had some discussion about that, so would ask, are there questions, comments before I would ask for a motion?
Okay, just, again, clarification. This just sets the policy. It does not set what the board remuneration will be. That it would be a separate topic, correct? This just says you can do up to this amount.
Well, it does say that board members shall receive a basic compensation of $2,200
Okay.
per calendar year.
Okay.
And then it
So-
also mentions the stipends per meeting in the policy.
Okay,
Which is not changing.
so then anytime that there's a change, then it'll have to come back before the board.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions?
I would just say that, I'm comfortable with, where we're at now, and maybe for myself, I don't feel comfortable doing anything that would be different than what the teachers are gonna do, and, the new contract and all that. So I don't know if there's any reason to raise it at all.
To me, if there's a reason to consider it is, it's better to have some small increases over a period of time than it is to ever look at, okay, well, we're so far behind that we really need to raise it considerably. I'm
I know the amount is small, but we just got done with reduction in force, and I'm not a fan of doing that to our staff.
I think to consider, because when we discussed this previously, it was discussed that while we have the ability to raise it to the 4,500, nobody was comfortable with that.
Mhm.
And in keeping with the raises that the teachers had gotten for the previous 2 years, which was 10%, that's where the 10% came from. So I'm comfortable with that. It's not, it's going it's based on what the compensation was last year. Because we haven't raised, this has
Sure.
not been raised in how many years?
It's been over at least a decade, if not more.
Over
than that.
10 years. So
And before that, it was, I think, 1,000. It was.
See the compensation, just so we know, I hear you, Tom, of maybe what the teachers, cause I don't know for sure, cause I'm new. Maybe to see what that has looked like in the past few years for the teachers and admin, just to see what those numbers have been for the raises, just to know what that percentage is. Has it been 12 flat across for everybody?
Well, you said it at the
It's
last
been
meeting, right?
10%, an average of 10% over the last 2 contracts. So it'd be 4 years.
Is it possible to see that just for the admin side and as well as the teacher side, just like written down?
Admin receive the same percentage that teachers do.
Okay, could we see that? Could I see that written down, please?
Not at this moment. I'd have to. come
Well,
back.
you're right. Yeah, within a few days or something, sure.
What do you mean by written down?
I just want to see what those numbers look like. So I'm hearing 10 or 12. I just would like to see, all right, 2024 was 10 or 2022 was this amount. I just like to see things written down.
The actual percentages, is that what you mean, or?
Yeah, whatever that would be, sure.
Okay. How would we like to proceed?
I'll make a motion that we approve as recommended to increase the base compensation by no more than 10% or $200 in keeping with the staff increases over the last 2 years.
No second.
And we'll, of course, get those numbers out, and this is a first read, so this is not approval, this is just the first read.
Yes, with the caveat that this can always be adjusted if you
Yes.
so choose.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Opposed? We have Chad and Tom are opposed. The rest are in favor. Motion passes. Next item is first read on revision of bylaws 0151 organizational meeting. This simply moves the date that it has to be done by to the end of January. Any questions or comments? Not, entertaining a motion for approval. Come on, this one's an easy.
Anybody else?
I move we accept this first reading of bylaw 0151.
I'll second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Motion passes unanimously. Next item is first reading for revision of Board Policy 5223, absences for religious instruction. The bulk of the discussion here at our last meeting revolved around whether we would consider offering credits for religious instruction. As it's written at this point, we would not offer credits for religious instruction. Questions, comments?
I would just like a reminder that this is state policy. We don't have any choice.
The minutes, how many minutes we have
Right.
to allow our state statute. And then it was the statute said you had the option, you could either offer credit or not.
Okay, but as far as the offering the minutes, we don't have any option on that.
There is no option
Okay,
there.
I think that everyone needs to know that.
Any other questions, comments? If not, I'd entertain a motion for approval.
I move we approve the first reading of Board Policy 5223.
I will second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Motion passes unanimously. Next is the first read and revision Board Policy 5517, anti-harassment. Any questions or comments regarding this? We didn't have much discussion on it. It was fairly straightforward at the last meeting. If not, I'd entertain a motion for approval.
I move we approve the first reading of board policy 5517.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Motion passes unanimously. Next item is approval of textbook adoption proposal for ISMS. Are there any, Wes made a presentation to us at the last meeting. Any questions regarding that? If not, I'd entertain a motion for approval.
I move we accept the adoption proposal for the honors literature class to use students on strike and free lunch added to the curriculum.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Roll call vote.
Okay, we'll do a roll vote. Chad?
Sorry, give me just a minute, Dave. I always want to read. I'll vote yes.
James?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Mary Ann?
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Kate?
No.
I'm yes also. The motion passes. Next item is approval of textbook adoption proposal for CTE courses. Jennifer gave us a presentation on that at the work session. Are there questions or comments regarding that? If there are none, I would entertain a motion for approval.
I motion to approve the textbook adoption for the certified clinical medical assistant and the EKG and phlebotomy as presented.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Motion passes unanimously. Last item is approval of memorandum of understanding with the City of Columbia City for our school resource officers. Any questions regarding that? If not, entertain a motion for approval.
I move we approve the memorandum of understanding with the city of Columbia City in reference to our resource officers.
I second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Motion passes unanimously. I would just note there, and I think we may have said it at the last meeting, but I don't think we can say it often enough, that we truly appreciate the work that our school resource officers do. That will, that covers all of the action items. We have executive session this evening, just right across the hall here. Dinner should already be set out, so grab your plate as you go in. Let's get started as soon as we can. The sooner we start, the earlier we get.